I've said before in my Rodan drawing video that Kaiju Eiga was my favorite subgenre of horror sci-fi fantasy. What's even better about this is that kaiju weren't confined to just movies. In the 1960s, special effects genius Eiji Tsuburaya, the visual mastermind behind Godzilla, Rodan, Mothra, and so many other films, took his skills to television. This would lead to the hugely successful Ultraman franchise, which continues to this day. Before Ultraman, however, there was another big show, which for me is Tsuburaya's television masterpiece. Ultra Q may have only ran for one season, but it was a major achievement for Tsuburaya and paved the way for other tokusatsu series. So about 10 million years ago, when primitive man still had to watch videotapes, the greasy punk teenage version of myself bought the Ultra Q series on VHS. These turned out to be copies made from second or even third-hand sources and had no subtitles. Now, even though the picture quality wasn't the best and I couldn't understand any of the dialogue, I still friggin' loved it. That's how imaginative, exciting, and different the show was, that even though I couldn't always understand what was happening, I was still hooked and wanted to know what was going to happen next. Today I'm drawing my favorite Ultra Q kaiju named Peguila, or Peguila depending on how you choose to translate it. He appeared twice on the show, which doesn't sound impressive, except he was one of the only kaiju in the series who ever got 2 episodes, the other being Garamon. His debut, titled Peguila Has Come, is a surprisingly tense episode. Peguila's design may look kinda goofy, he is a giant flying walrus after all, but in that particular episode they took a lot of care to put him in a dark and scary atmosphere with sparse lighting and heavy fog effects. You wouldn't believe a giant flying walrus could look so threatening. Some of the lighting and fog effects I'm using for this drawing were inspired by a great sci-fi artist named Yuji Kaida, who did paintings for every episode of Ultra Q for their Laserdisc release. These paintings are also collected in a really nice book, which I found at Kinokuniya, so definitely keep an eye out for it if you like great monster art. Ultra Q gets my highest recommendation as far as classic monster viewing goes. It was everything. Exciting, strange, hilarious, creepy, surrealist, and above all, memorable. If you're a monster nerd like me, you've probably watched it already, but if not, definitely give it a watch and chill out like Peguila.
Thank you for being part of the show. If you enjoyed this video, please visit the bookstore at scapulacomic.com. There you'll find the complete Dada Hyena's Creature Show book series, showcasing my art of all of your favorite monsters. Yeah, even that one. You'll also meet Scapula, the world's worst villain, in his wickedly hilarious comic book adventures. Help support weird art and the weird artists who make it, and we'll share great frights and fun. Enjoy!